Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, this is WeaponCollectors Film Club. So before I carry on, don't forget to vote for the next category for the next video. Be up there, and don't forget to watch till the end to find out what the next film will be for the film club. So, today's film was Who Dares Wins. And if you're anything like me, a bit of a SAS obsessive, you should like that. Done in the 1980s, can't remember when it was, 1982 possibly. I'll put an annotation for that, I forgot to write that down. Starring Lewis Collins, who, as far as I'm aware, actually did qualify for the SAS reservists once, so he would sort of know what he was doing a bit. So the film revolves around a SAS colonel, I think it was, or captain, who had to make it look like he was sacked from the SAS to infiltrate a terrorist group who are trying to... they're anti-nukes basically, but their way of being anti-nukes is to nuke a... they basically take over an American embassy, I think, and then they want to drop a nuclear bomb onto the Scottish nuclear base or something like that, and he has to go along pretending he's with them. And then the storming at the end. And I'll be honest, that last scene, not the scene, but the last sequence, the two rescues basically. There's a part when they have to rescue Skellen's wife and daughter, which is happening at the same time as the SAS are going to storm the US embassy. And you have to wait an hour and 50 minutes for those sequences, but I think they're well worth it. What I like about them, they actually have a lot of actual real techniques that actually do go on. Because this was pretty much based off the Iranian embassy siege, Operation Nimrod I think it was called. If you don't know about that, I highly recommend looking that up, because that was what made the modern day SAS, the anti-terrorist SAS, famous. Because the SAS have been famous for a while, but this made them world, the anti-terrorist ones, 22 SAS or whatever it is, famous. And that's quite a very interesting story on its own. Yeah, this film, about an hour and 15, 2 hours, 2 hours long, very good, has some bits of Hereford and the killing houses. I love the killing houses, very interesting that, where they train, and I've read stuff about the SAS, I've read books and watched documentaries about them, and all that is real, what you see in that. Probably worse than that as well, what they do in real life. And they do actually do that sitting at a table with people coming in, actually shooting live rounds pretty much around your head. So very daring. Well, the SAS is sort of the best of the best anyway. You don't get into the SAS unless you've... you have to be in the army anyway. And then you have to be selected for it, and then you go through a massive, gruelling test to get actually into it, which they do show a little bit of in this. Yeah, Lewis Collins, if you know who Lewis Collins is, you should like him. He's a good actor. Normally does these kind of roles, a sort of action man role. Yeah, very good. I like some of the fight scenes in this as well. I noticed on my DVD, they're on the DVD for that, the cursor, when you move it around, is Fairbairn starts fighting knife. Yeah, I did like that. And one of the other bits I really enjoyed in this is the Morse code bit, when he's doing the mirror out of the window. Yeah, I love bits like that. And then they get the other SAS bloke to come in, and they're signalling each other. Yeah, do like all that. Because that's real as well. I'm not saying that's happened, but that, you could do that. If you can read and send Morse code, you could communicate that easily through it. So I can't read it. I could read it very slowly, and only certain bits, but not on that, but you know what I mean. I know what an S is and an O is. Yeah, if you've never seen this, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. And if this has now spurred you on to watch some more SAS things, I highly recommend watching anything about the SAS, even right down to the World War II stuff, when the SAS was born, you know, up until modern day. But pretty much every conflict that goes on, the SAS will be there doing something, whether we know or not. But yeah, very, very, very interesting. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think. We'll have a little discussion about this. I guess I'll have to go and watch 6 Days now, if that's what it's called. That is the film that's brought out recently about the Iranian embassy, wasn't it? The ones you don't hear about a lot. Because there was the main lot that went in the front, John McAleese and Robin Horsfall and that, and then there was some that went in the back, I think, who aren't quite as well known. So yeah, I will watch that soon as well. There's a couple of SAS things I haven't watched as well. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. There it is, well worth watching. It's a good sort of action film anyway. If you like the SAS, you would really like this. And I'll tell you what, doing that bit of shooting with the crossbow, although a crossbow is very slow compared to an MP5, trying to shoot a crossbow, pistol crossbow, with gloves on, body armour on, and a gas mask, really gave me an appreciation for what the actual SAS do. It's hard enough doing that not under pressure. So, but yeah, they are well trained in it. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It was well worth doing that. It was certainly an experience. Yeah, it can be done, but yeah, it would take training to do good and fast, I think. Right, so don't forget to do the poll, and at the end of this video will be next week's film. Right, I hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Before you leave, if you ever wanted to support this channel, you can now via Patreon or by shopping at Amazon.com and Gearbest. There's more info below if you need that. Remember, if you want to get full notifications for this channel, click the bell, and I'll see you later. Cheers.